Yeah, Coach Vitello signing some baseballs and shirts. Coach Vitello, how are you feeling today?
Overwhelmed, but that's a good thing. We got a lot of fans and we're excited to celebrate with them.
All right, go Vols and have fun in the parade. Coach Vitello getting ready to take off behind these buses as we're kicking off the parade, the homecoming parade for the Vol baseball team, the national champions. Coach Vitello taking time to sign some baseballs and shirts and take pictures with fans ahead of that step off of the parade. He is, of course, riding on top of a convertible, man, and this is a surreal experience for so many. Here they go. We are here at Hill Avenue as they're getting ready to go. They are just waiting for the cheerleaders to come by in that Food City buggy. But guys, it is exciting. I'm shaking just standing here. This is awesome.
And there once again, we see the bagpipers and the drummers we were talking about earlier. And you saw a little glimpse of it. Katie was sort of mentioning it. The big, I don't know if you've seen that in a parade before, the big Food City cart. It's quite large, by the way. And I think she said the cheerleaders, the cheer squad was on that. So it looks like everyone's going to be involved in this big parade.
Oh
there
my
we
gosh,
go.
I have not seen that before.
So it's quite the sight if you have not seen it in person in a parade. And there we see Coach Vitello heading off to lead off the team. And I'm not sure, we have not been able to see whether the players are going to be walking or also in cars, but it looks like we're starting to get our answers here. We saw lots of little kiddos who were hopping off the bus as well. And it looks like the players are going to get a chance to ride along the parade route so that they're sort of going to be elevated and be able to wave to their fans as well. So that's a good thing for folks who are maybe packed along the parade route and behind and maybe don't get the front up close view, so they'll still get a chance to see their players and wave.
I think everybody, no matter where you are along that route, is going to get a great view. Oh my gosh, this cart. I have not seen this before. When you were calling it the Food City cart, I wasn't really sure what you meant.
It's a shopping cart.
It's literally a shopping cart.
Or a buggy, as they say in the South.
Oh, and that's Smokey at the front, where he belongs, waving to the crowd right there. So you get some bagpipe version of Rocky Top. Then you get a shopping cart with cheerleaders and Smokey in it, and then the team following in the cars, heading down Gay Street, where they will finally turn left and head down to the Market Square area. And that is a really wild sight, Brittany. That's amazing.
If you're going to have a big orange celebration, you're going to do it right.
Oh, and the buses are part of this as well.
Yes.
We're seeing that they're actually leading, it looks like, down Gay Street right now as well.
And it's nice to see they're sort of traveling at a slower pace so that really the fans who have been waiting out there now for many hours, in some cases for these fans, they'll get a chance to really sort of wave and say hello. There you see Coach Vitello once again. He's leading off the parade. And then we're told that the players are a bit behind him, maybe altogether. Alyssa, what were you saying about the players? They're in the backs of trucks. There we see some of the players there. Oh, holding up a big championship sign as well. So again, they'll also be riding along the route, some of them together, maybe in multiple cars, so that we can see them as they are making their way down Gay Street through the center of town. And this has been a celebration that, you know, came together pretty quickly.
It did, because I think up until that final strikeout last night, you know, Texas A&M kept that game close.
Oh, absolutely.
With that final score, bringing it up to 5-6 there, we were all holding our breath. And then with that final out, we all just were so excited. And then it came time to plan for this amazing parade that came together today. And I'm so happy to see so many fans have been able to come out, because there were so many of them in Omaha.
Absolutely.
Supporting. I heard those Rocky Top cheers so loud and saw that sea of orange in Omaha, and it's so great to see that back in our own hometown here, up and down Gay Street right now in the downtown area. And there is the trophy.
They have been not letting that go since the moment that they won the big game. We saw it, of course, being carried off of the airplane, well, onto the airplane and then off the airplane. And then it was at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Actually, a couple of fans got to take a photo with it. That was pretty cool to see some memories made there. And now it's going to make its way along the parade route. And, you know, going back to this season, what a season it was. I felt like the momentum kept building and building and building. And really, I know folks would have liked to seen it happen in 2 games, but forcing the 3rd game and then getting the win that we did 6-5, I mean, In the end, it was so amazing, and a lot of the folks got to see it in Omaha, as you mentioned, but now really the Vols sort of get to celebrate twice, right? They
do.
had the big celebration in Omaha, and now they're having a big celebration back here at home, holding that big sign. The players hopefully are feeling all of the love that Big Orange Country.
I mean, really, this is, like you said, they've gotten to have 2 celebrations, and I think it made that victory all that much sweeter.
Of course.
When they didn't win it straight out. Because it just showed that they were the worthy opponent playing Texas A&M. That was not an easy win.
They earned the title that they are bringing back, that's for sure. Now we can hear so many of the cheers. Let's just listen in a little bit to just show you the sights and hear the sounds from the parade.
There it is, the trophy, and that is what we love to see right there, that orange towel with the words National Champions on it and that power tee. It looks good. It looks good on this team.
It looks good on the team, and I love that the championship T-shirts have a little bit of the checkerboard. Oh, the checkerboard.
Careful now.
Nod
Hang on.
As well. Yeah, they're standing up in the back of a moving vehicle, but you know they're pretty athletic, so I'm sure they're going to be just fine.
They'll get their car legs underneath them there. Just hang on a little bit there. So once they work their way down Gay Street, then they will get out of those vehicles and work their way into Market Square. So there's a very long parade route, which gives a lot of folks a great opportunity to get to see those players for a minute.
And the players get to see their fans. I mean, I hope that they're soaking this all in. We have to not forget that these are young players. I mean, they are college kids, and here we are celebrating this moment in history. And I hope that they are soaking it all in, because looking back years from now, they are going to realize we were the ones to make history. And they talk about this being a brotherhood and just caring so much for one another and just coming to the finish line together. And now I hope they're taking a moment to soak this all in as they go along this parade route.
And for anybody that ever participated in any kind of organized sport or club or anything when you were in high school or even in college, remember that last moment you had when you knew it was over? I just thought about that when Kirby Connell hit that final strikeout last night. And I just thought, you know, that was his last pitch ever. And his last pitch was the one that sealed the deal and won them a national championship. Like, what an incredible memory for all of those guys to get to go experience in Omaha, and an incredible once-in-a-lifetime event for them to get to come back and do this for the seniors. But maybe, just maybe, we'll get to do this again.
Of course.
Of course.
I mean, the momentum is going now. And I know that all of those players, I mean, once you taste victory like this, you want it again, right?
I mean, we had that one fan that was like, 2-peat, 3-peat, we're going to do it forever.
And then another cool moment from after the game when all of the coaches, Coach Barnes and Josh Heupel, were there as well. And Coach Barnes talked a little bit about how this made him hungry for a basketball win in championship. So that was just a cool moment to see everyone coming together and the coaches supporting one another, really Tennessee athletics as a whole coming together. Of course, we saw Peyton Manning, the sheriff, cheering on the team from Omaha as well. And I know that that was an important moment for the team to see. And earlier today, we heard from Todd Helton as well, another VFL who's back in town to celebrate this big win. Let's listen in once again as we hear the crowd.
You probably can't hear me, but if you can hear me in the sea of orange, very loud orange, the van, or the bus, I should say, carrying the players, making their way down Gay Street, and it is loud. It is very loud. This crowd is going crazy. And when the horns blow, they only get louder. And they continue to come. Even the bus driver is waving. Everyone wants to be a part of this moment. And we're not through from our vantage point. There's Smokey and the cheer team. And of all things, they're in a shopping cart. Once again, this is, in some ways, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and Big Orange Country is savoring it. We're actually almost eye to eye with the cheer team. Let's give them a wave. And we're not done yet, folks. More people making their way down Gay Street. The crowd quieting down just for a moment, I'm sure. But
let's not forget
they're
that
going to
what
be
we're
revved
seeing
up again, because I think I see Sterl the Pearl.
And the crowd we were hearing just then, they've not even seen the players or the coach quite yet. That was the leadoff to the parade. So just imagine how loud they will be cheering when they see the team come up through Gay Street. And then again, Market Square, if you've been looking at some of these shots we've been showing you, it is packed with people. If you thought the parade route was packed, take a look at everyone crowded into Market Square, and take a look at this vantage point. How cool is that?
Wow. This is such a cool moment for UT, for Knoxville, for East Tennessee. Oh my goodness. Look at that sea of orange and white. If you're just now tuning in this evening, we are covering the baseball Vols victory parade live as the team is working their way down Gay Street in downtown Knoxville with an equally large crowd waiting for them along the big orange carpet in Market Square. We've got Sterl the Pearl getting everyone all riled up. I don't know how that man has a voice after he does these kind of things.
Did you see he was rocking the vehicle earlier? That's how excited he is. And by the way, I don't know if you've heard this yet, but earlier today, Mayor Glenn Jacobs declared this Tennessee Baseball Day in Knox County. So this is a fitting celebration. Also, on the House floor, Rep. John Rose mentioned it so that it could be taken into the congressional record. So, you know, it's official. This is a reason why we're celebrating. This is an official celebration, shall we say.
I mean, as it should be. And there, of course, is the leader of the team, Coach Tony Vitello. You know, someone that we interviewed said that the team really reflects its leader.
Yes.
And that just speaks volumes to Coach Vitello and everything he's done for this team since joining the staff. It was 2017,
2017.
Mm-hmm. And since then, he has just brought this team to greatness. And to cap it off with the first World Series, or I should say College World Series win here for the baseball program at the University of Tennessee. I can't wait to see what they do in the future.
Absolutely, and you mentioned sort of all of the great things he's done since he joined in 2017. Let's just run off a little list here. He has had 5 NCAA regionals, 4 NCAA super regionals, 3 College World Series appearances, and then, of course, the big win. And there we see Chancellor Dondi Plowman. She's there talking with Danny White, the athletics director.
So I mean, this wouldn't happen without them.
Exactly. Shout outs by some of the leadership last night as well. So certainly they're there for this as well. Now we are going to go back down to 10 News anchor Robin Wilhoit, who's really in the midst of everything. We're going to try to hear you because the crowd is going wild, as they say, Robin.
Boy, if Robin can even hear us. It might be too loud for Robin to hear us.
Good point.
Well, guys, Tony just walked or just drove by, and the crowd went wild. They were chanting his name, and he heard them loud and clear. And we are continuing to see people associated with the team making their way down Gay Street, waiting for the team to make their way, and that, I promise you, is when it will be deafening, because it's deafening right now. We haven't heard anything yet.
And speaking of the players, Robin was just mentioning, there we're getting another view as they are shaking hands and being greeted by their fans. And I love that they keep holding up the trophy you see there, and they're holding up the victory signage as well so that everyone can get a good look. And I'm sure part of that is that they feel that they have been supported throughout the season by the fans. And this is sort of a giving back and saying, hey, you know, thank you for being our support system throughout this as well. They want to share in this moment, I'm sure.
Alyssa,
with
can
Big
you
Orange
guys hear
Country.
me when I'm talking?
Robin, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Alyssa?
But one of the best parts about this is that a lot of these players, we were talking about this earlier, you know, at one point they were kids, probably playing on some Little League team. And they got to go to see either college teams or maybe some minor league or even MLB teams play. And getting that autograph on a shirt or your hat or a baseball is just like the greatest thing that you can possibly imagine when you're a kid. And it is so cool to see them, as you said, giving back to the fans, maybe inspiring future generations of players that may come to UT one day, because that's where they all started.
You know, they all had this dream at some point. If you are playing baseball, as you said, starting that young, you're getting those baseballs signed, and you are so excited to then be able to do that on the other side. It's one of those things you dream of, but maybe can't quite imagine.
All right.
Now we want to go send things back to Robin, where she is along the parade route.
Guys, as you can hear and see, the team is here. They've made it. They're making their way down Gay Street, and the crowd is going wild. Wild. Need I say any more?
That was an incredible response from the crowd, just listening to it. Can you imagine being down in it?
I think they held up the trophy at that moment. And again, just giving high fives, signing memorabilia, just really living in the moment. And I'm so happy for these players. They worked so hard. They set so many school records. They set so many NCAA records. They're truly one of a kind. They're going down in history for a reason.
Smokey!
And look at this. Smokey has made it to Market Square, walking down the big orange carpet.
Well, you know, we've heard the chant, it's great to be a Tennessee Vol, and this is one of those days where that chant is really coming to fruition, and that is why everyone is out there. If you are a fan of Tennessee baseball and of Vol Nation, you want to be a part of this moment. So I just am so proud of East Tennessee for coming together. Let's look at that amazing view along Gay Street. It is packed. People came out, they stopped what they were doing because they said, we want to be here, we want to show our support, we want to be part of this moment in history. Again, this is the very first national title in Tennessee baseball history. The last time they even made it to the College World Series was back in 1951.
Yeah,
so,
to the final championship game.
Really.
This is truly incredible. And you know, even if you didn't go to the University of Tennessee, you're from somewhere else in the country and you've recently moved here, you just can't help but get pulled into the love that surrounds UT.
You get adopted.
Everybody bleeds orange in this town, and it's so great to see the support that the fans bring to these teams, because as we were saying earlier, these guys couldn't do it without that support.
No. There we see, again, we can't see the trophy enough. And I love that they keep holding it up to share this moment with the fans. And and all of their T-shirts saying national champions. It's just a wonderful, wonderful moment, a historic moment. There we go.
Woo! Get excited.
You can tell they are feeling it because, again, just hearing it from our vantage point here in the studio through the cameras and the microphones, just imagine being down in it.
I think they're just letting everyone touch it.
Oh, that's so great.
That is really cool.
Oh, and look, here's a little baby.
Oh my gosh,
touch
little baby. Baby's like, no.
She doesn't know what to do. That is amazing. And again, just a symbol of wanting to share this moment with Big Orange Country today. Everyone getting to be in on this special moment.
Oh, we've got confetti floating around now. Oh my gosh, it is a party on Gay Street tonight. And we haven't even gotten started with Market Square.
Oh no. And speaking of, they're making their way, again, just a reminder for folks, especially if you just happen to be tuning in the middle of all of this, we are in the midst of the big victory parade for Tennessee baseball. The players, as you see here, right in the middle of Gay Street, surrounded by their adoring fans as they make their way down Gay Street. They'll turn onto Wall and then make it into Market Square. And boy, Market Square is packed and ready. A big orange carpet. We've seen Smokey dancing along it. We saw Chancellor Dondi Plowman there. Also, Athletics Director Danny White is there. And I'm sure some other leadership from UT ready to welcome them on a big stage set up in Market Square. This is a great view. Let's just listen in one more time.
It as well, which is cool that they're allowing the fans to kind of share in the glory of this championship they just brought back to East Tennessee and to Knoxville. This is my favorite part about this entire thing, the fist bumps with the fans, the high fives, the signing of the memorabilia.
Because you know what? It wasn't easy to get a ticket to the game as the season went on. So, you know, for some fans, this might be their first time that they're getting to get up close and personal with the team. And what a moment to do it. And this is a view from Market Square. And you can see folks clapping and getting ready. It has to be cool to be in Market Square right now because no doubt you can hear what's happening and you know it's coming, but you can't quite see it yet. But man, just imagine when they make that turn down Wall and head into Market Square. But look how packed this is. Gay Street is almost completely full of fans right now. The parade can almost not make it down Gay Street right now because it's so packed.
This is a party that's going to go on after this, after the actual parade event is over. And of course, we're going to continue to bring it to you live here as we go throughout the evening. As Brittany said, there's a stage set up in Market Square. So once the players get done coming down the parade route down Gay Street, saying hi to all the fans here, they'll move into Market Square and there will be, we'll call it a victory ceremony.
Yes.
To speak to the achievements of all of these players, to kind of recap the incredible season that they've had, and just how proud East Tennessee is of the baseball Vols this year.
And a reminder, we will bring that all to you. We are going to stay here live on air throughout the duration of the parade as it goes into Market Square. And then we're going to keep you there for the entire ceremony so that you will not have to miss a moment, because we know not everyone was able to make it down in person to this victory celebration. So that's why we're giving you multiple vantage points along the parade route to really bring you into the action if you weren't able to make it there in person.
I mean, we've got the bird's eye view right now. And actually, as we're getting closer to Market Square, I'm noticing the crowd is getting even denser. They're starting to get a little antsy. And we have some folks already down in Market Square who have an amazing vantage point looking down at the crowd. And I'm going to send it now to Chief Meteorologist Todd Howell and sports reporter Emily Ray Cochran. How's it feeling down there? Are you guys getting anxious, getting ready for the Vols to make their appearance?
Yeah, guys. Yeah, it's absolutely so loud down here, Todd. I mean, I can barely hear myself think.
Oh my goodness, we had to redial into our phones because so many people dialed in and dropped service. Lots of Tennessee Vol fans gathering. We could see everybody streaming in from Gay Street. Now they're all gathered here, and it is about to get very loud. They've been showing the previews on the screen. We're still seeing right now. Yep. Look at the parade on Gay Street. I've never seen this many people on Gay Street for parade. You know, any protocols or standards as far as how close the fans should be to the vehicles, that's out the window. They're going slow. It's okay. But look at all the Vol fans gathered here at Market Square on Gay Street. Again, it's overflowing and overspilling now, and they're still about to arrive. The cheerleaders have arrived. They're in the pavilion. Smokey's here, and it's about to get really loud when the team officially arrives in a moment.
Yeah, it's a sea of orange right now, guys. As Todd said, everybody from the parade everybody on Gay Street has come to Market Square to really just celebrate this special moment. And we can see close family and friends are in this white seat area right here. Tennessee will come down on this orange carpet, and the Vol fans are just anxiously waiting for the team to arrive. And it's such an exciting moment.
Absolutely. You know, we got folks up here that are gathered too. I don't know if we can get, let me see if we got some kids.
Yeah, we got some kids here.
You know what? Young, old, in between alike, and these are some young kids here, big fans.
Yes.
I know they're excited to cheer on the national champion baseball Vols. Hey, guys.
Yeah, hey, guys. How's it going? What are we feeling right now, Lane?
Happy.
Why are you so happy?
Because we won the Tennessee game.
The Tennessee game? What kind of game was it? Do you know?
The championship.
Woo! Can I get a go Vols from you guys?
Let's go!
You guys got the best seat in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, I mean, the excitement here is just unmatched. Obviously, we got kids up here. We got families up here watching from the second floor. And I mean, we got a great view of just this sea of orange.
Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy.
This is probably one of the best views. I mean, there's the stage. Team's got the orange carpet laid out for them. There's a beautiful big orange tee at the end of it, and what they're going to be walking onto. And it's one of those you could just feel and sense the crowd building. Yes.
Absolutely. And that's enough from us right now. We're going to send things back over to Brittany in the studio to see what she's looking at right now.
We are celebrating the Tennessee baseball Vols after the big win last night. Champions now. The first time in Tennessee baseball history that a team has won the College World Series. It's incredible.
They earned it all the way until that final pitch, the final strikeout last night. And I don't think even they could believe it. We asked one of the players, we were like, what happened? How did you feel when you won? And he's like, I don't even remember. All of a sudden I just was running because I was so excited. And now, after that last night, they had their celebration in Omaha, Nebraska. They traveled back to East Tennessee this afternoon. We were there when the plane landed at the McGee-Tyson Airport. We kind of stalked their buses until they got to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, where they were greeted with fans. Then they came to Gay Street, and that is where they were welcomed with a sea of orange and white as they went down Gay Street, heard the chants of how great it is to be a Tennessee Vol. And now they're starting to make their way into Market Square. That's the final destination for tonight's celebrations going on.
You can see that those were some shots that we were showing you from Market Square.
There's
where
a lot
they
of people.
are ready. And I imagine some of the players and the team a little bit running on fumes at this point.
The adrenaline keeps you going, but they're going to sleep really well tonight.
The game was late last night, by the way,
Yeah.
and they've done all of this that we've just mentioned. So again, we've been watching the parade live. We want to now check in with Todd and Robin and Emily as we are watching this parade. They are on Market Square, and they've got a great vantage point.
We got a friend with us, guys. We brought Robin all the way from Gay Street.
We made our way through the sea of orange just to be here, only to find the sea has grown on Market Square.
It's orange everywhere, guys. I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
a beautiful scene.
Yeah, is this what it looked like over on Gay Street? I can imagine.
Oh, Todd.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Todd.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a beautiful scene, but that's what this is about. This is about everyone coming together to celebrate our Vols, to celebrate that victory. It is so deserved, and Big Orange Country has shown out in a big way.
I mean, first ever national champion for the Vols baseball team. It's getting real. I mean, it's so exciting. You can just sense that excitement building as we've gone through this afternoon.
And of course, #1 overall seed, first one to win it all since 1999. I mean, you couldn't ask for more from this Tennessee team. Tony Vitello, you could tell that the crowd is building. And
I think Cheryl the Pearl is making his way down. Yes, he is. The party is getting started.
The party's getting started.
Wait till the meal is coming.
You can hear the music in the background.
If Sterl is leading the way, that means the team can't be that far away.
I don't know if you can see that, Jerry. Look at that shot. That's the orange carpet. See the big orange tee? And that's where they're coming in from, the pavilion. Look at the fans on outside. That is a beautiful sight right there. What a welcome. What a celebration.
I mean, just more Vol fans after Vol fans just keep pouring in, and it's about to get rowdy in here when these players come in, guys.
It was really interesting as I was making my way through here to imagine that crowd that is on Gay Street converging onto Market Square. It's going to take a long time to get home tonight.
I mean, you got to be...
We can look down the way. Everybody that was on Gay Street is now trying to get into Market Square.
You're a special kind of fan if you want to be in two places at once. I mean, these Vol fans are so unbelievably passionate about this team, and it certainly shows, guys.
Yeah, you know what? And this has been building. Not just today, of course. The team has been building. The last few years, they were so close.
Yep.
And this year, punched
Tony
through.
Vitello.
They overcame adversity.
Yep.
And they won it all.
Absolutely.
And it's a beauty to see.
I had quite the moment, too, when I was on Gay Street on the balcony. Todd Helton was there and had a moment to speak with him and him reminiscing about his experience.
Oh my
and of
goodness.
course, just so proud for this team and making it all the way to national champs.
Hall of Famer right there. And of course, if you look down, you see a bunch of Helton jerseys as well.
Yes.
It just shows how long this Tennessee fan base has been so passionate about this team. And it's been a long time coming. First ever national championship for this Tennessee baseball team.
Absolutely. I can only imagine the emotions, Todd Helton. You know, some great players that come through this program, and maybe they weren't able to win the national championship, but they contributed so much. You know, it's like it's building a foundation, a cake, so to speak, all these layers. And everybody who ever played on this program, this team, gets to be a part of this championship team because you're building it up until you reach the pinnacle like this team this year did.
And that is exactly what Todd Helton said. It was about the foundation. It was about your leadership and building up. And thus, what you get with that is success and a national championship.
Yeah.
And we all get to celebrate.
Yes.
Have an amazing time.
Tony White's down there, Donde Plowman's down there. They embraced in a huge hug when they saw each other. Vol fans just absolutely going crazy for the two of them as well. And, you know, I think when Tony Vitello walks into Market Square, this place is going to absolutely lose their minds.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he's going to stay in the lines just on the orange carpet?
No.
Or is he going to try to hurdle over and jump in the stands again like he did last night in Omaha?
So as he was making his way down in the convertible, it was very slow because people were stopping him along the way, getting autographs, and of course he was so gracious to do it.
Yes, our very own Katie Inman got an interview with him too. He's so great with the fans and just loves this fan base so much. He said it time after time, and all of these Tennessee coaches, you know, Josh Heupel was there last night. Rick Barnes was there last night. We saw Peyton Manning, obviously. They are just so close, and I feel like someone...
I think they've arrived.
They're coming. They are coming.
We see some activity behind the trees.
We see some Christian Moore at the front of the pack. Tony Vitello. The team has arrived.
The team has arrived. By the way, Robin, I've never seen that many people on Gay Street for a parade ever. Usually they have to be back to the curb. All the protocols were shot, but it was such a sight to see.
We've covered our fair share of parades over the years, Todd, and this by far tops them all.